Mia when I go dano. Mia when I go dano lolo. Mia when I go dano. Mia when I go dano lolo. If you just say you saw me, you are show me your swag. If you just say you saw me, you are show me your swag. Your swag, your swag. You are show me your swag. Your swag, your swag. You are show me your swag.
Onna go dano.
Mia when I go dano lolo.
Mia when I go dano. Mia when I go dano lolo.
If you just say you saw me, you are show me your swag. Keep tuned. Watch the video until the end. Let's meet to the next episode.
Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Everything is coming to you live and it's one-on-one. Keep it tuned. Let's go! Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back. It's Underscore Ginto, back again to the root of today and one-on-one live from this platform of today.
Exactly, guys. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. It's your boy here, Mogesi. Today's today, and tomorrow it will be another day. Nyabohanse telenovela
and shenanigans.
Shagara bagara.
Gonna be coming to you live, one-on-one.
Exactly.
You have the music?
Nakureda tiwa na mana feeling.
Yeah.
Nakureda ti mana sakedan.
Sakeda.
You gonna hit him on the run.
Yeah.
I gonna hit you on the land.
Uh-huh.
Makudeda ti me na body.
So body.
I pray one day.
Uh-huh.
Somebody give me a company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
First point, sending the condolences to Gachagua.
Condolences again to Gachagua.
Is it out from the government?
That's not condolences, my friend. That is let's join our hands together.
Exactly.
We welcome him back to the street.
Fantastic.
Exactly. And condolences to Brian. That's when the condolences goes.
Exactly.
Brian right now is a deceased guy.
Yeah.
You cannot talk about Brian is the thief. Now we're going to be honoring the dead and make sure that he's resting in peace.
Exactly.
Due to unconditional circumstances that had happened, we're going to be saying that God rest your soul in eternal memories.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Exactly. So today, guys, we are going one-on-one from this position to make sure that you are getting the vibe of today. And we want to cover up more about the things that we want to rectify today.
Exactly.
And make sure that everyone gets the point how it is.
Fantastic. And no more things like cornering, because too much of intimidation is also some commenting intimidation. Yeah,
I saw intimidation comments yesterday and also today in the morning.
Yeah.
And some people even go further, taking it to our WhatsApp.
Exactly, guys.
Texting to our WhatsApp. And the only thing I can just say, they're talking about, guys, this is the fact. They're talking about they have reported our YouTube channels to the spams of the YouTube policies and everything. We have been intimidated with that one.
Exactly.
They have been reported. Yeah. Like me, there's videos I was putting and I found that they're not monetized.
They are not monetized.
Exactly. And no one knows about that one. Yeah. And I know it's the thumbs down that sometimes people put. Yeah. And whenever you have them and people think about, okay, you're going to be, and whenever I talk about, let me now file the case again so as it can be manually discussed. Yeah. Whenever it reaches like 4 hours, they tell me that your video is good and can be advertised. They can be having advertisations. Yeah. So it's the only thing that you can do, the only thing is go condole with the people who are aligned.
Exactly.
But not us. Because let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
And this is the story that's the fact story. The more they force it to be, the more we excavate.
Exactly.
The more we excavate them, the more they are in trouble.
Exactly.
You think you want to intimidate us so as we can just talk about, okay, let's now leave this one.
We are fearing that we can quit.
Now that's one now you are making the worstest thing. Because we have not even brought you the 10% of what has been happening.
Exactly. This is like an introduction.
This is like an
preparing our mouths.
Introduction, yeah.
You have never...
You have not seen it. You have not seen it yet. Because we have the 90...
In Kiswahili, they always say, hawajakua, ama mambo bado.
Mambo bado.
Things
still cooking.
Things still cooking.
Exactly.
Mambo bado.
And right now, they are now cutting meat.
Mambo bado, mambo bado.
Not that way. Not that way. Mambo bado.
Habari.
Habari you are in Kenya. Do you want us to go with that song? Jambo.
No,
Jambo
now we are creating our song.
Habari gani.
No, Amigos is the musician. So
Let's go.
Mambo gani. Habari. mbaya sana.
What?
Wenzetu tujumuike,
Exactly.
tuungane, tufagie kila kitu kibaya.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Exactly.
In Swahili, let's be together.
Yeah.
That's it.
The only thing is being together. And
And
right
we
now
have only one word from this president, the former president of America.
He's talking.
Obama. Who was talking about together we can.
Together we can.
Exactly.
And that's why I was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, the more a person is talking about, I've contacted the firstborn of Kenge to have a lawyer and to make sure that they are coming for you guys. The only thing is one.
Yeah.
Tell them, then the more it goes to the lawyer, the more it falls to him.
Exactly.
Because the consumption rate, it was from him to other guys.
Exactly.
He was part of the program of consumption.
Yeah.
And the relief food was being introduced from the lady.
Yeah.
And there was the relief food now. She was like a relief food.
Yeah.
They were consuming, you know. And whenever you talk about, let's not excavate that one. I've never talked about who has been the program, who has been part of the relief food to this kind of the miners.
Yeah.
But people now want to introduce something that will now cause some trouble, chaos, and make sure that these people are now going to rot. Because you think you want to intimidate us, but you are doing it to them.
Exactly.
Because we are outside here, guys, and everything is so fantastic. And let me talk about this. And this is the fact.
Yeah.
You know, the first person who brought all of this chaos, this is the fact. Whoever brought all of this chaos was the Kenge.
Exactly.
And you know, a person having 500,000+ subscribers coming to attack a channel of 2,000, coming to attack a channel of 3,000, 4,000, to even less than 10,000, it's a chaos. It's Mickey Mouse.
Even is not
it is not even, if it's not even acceptable.
Exactly.
And the real fact is one. They think this Kenge was thinking about now is the pride, you know?
Yeah.
Is the pride.
Yeah.
And you want to control and make sure that everyone is neutral and nothing gonna be happening to. Whenever it talks about you, that channel is diminished. It's vanished.
Exactly.
And the only thing he can ever do to make sure that everything is possible, the way he talk about you should not, because he always talk to this team.
Yeah.
It always tell them that make sure that if I see you making a video with Gintu,
that is the
nothing.
end.
That's the end, me and you. You
exactly.
know? And the real fact is one. If you could have allowed that, okay, these people, let me talk about guys. I go for a live, the way you went alive.
Yeah.
Talk about I'm not in good terms with this boy.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything to do with him. And make sure that this boy is welcomed, but I don't want him to do any work into my field. Yeah. And I've just talked about I'll do it or I will recruit another person. Exactly. Whenever Gake talks about Gintu, I want to have a video with you. Or, hey, Gake, where are you, man? Can we have a video? Yes. There's nothing that if I talk to Gake, I'm talking about the villa.
Exactly.
If I want to talk about Kenge driver, I want to talk about how is the villa. How are you continuing? No. The only fact is one, we can have a content outside there, talk about how is this life, how are you coping up with things, but is now making it very terrible. Somebody meets you and tells you,
he's running, sometimes he's looking, when you face, he's just looking.
Yeah, he's looking aside or taking a fall like he's now speaking to somebody.
Exactly.
Which is unconditional
circumstance.
And this is why if you want to change everything, make sure that you are doing a live. Tell people, guys, I'm the one who separated the village. Yeah. Because you just already did it. Because some people talk about we are the people who started it. Exactly. We are not.
And we are not.
The person who started it was another person. And he had his own attentions. Yeah. But due to those attentions, they never got to attention the way he needed. Things turned.
Exactly. And due to unconditional circumstances, you know, people, they do speak that Mogesa and the Gintu, you are the bad boys. Talking about you are jealousy, you want to pull the Kenge down. Guys, whoever who is watching this video, you always speak that the Kenge is the one who brought this kind of the platform of YouTube. Yeah. And he alone is the one who intimidate the village.
Yeah.
Making some separations where he make a tip. Is it tips?
Yeah,
Talking
tips.
about that independent. Everyone has to
depend
on
him or herself.
Exactly. And it has reached to the time where everyone is just coming with the truth outside, and the people they are always, let me talk, because the other time he went live.
Yeah.
And he exposed us.
Yeah.
Talking about, oh, those two people, all he just narrated a lot of the people, and he talked that those are ungrateful people, go and unsubscribe.
Exactly.
And we still have the members, his member, that do come and make there some negative comments.
Negative comments, yeah.
You are told to go and unsubscribe. What do you come to see there?
What are they doing?
Exactly. What are you doing?
And the people who are commenting, like 10 comments.
Yeah.
And talking about to done. Mickey Mouse to done.
Yeah.
And the real fact is, whenever I have people who are moderating my channel already, and whenever they see such kind of a thing, it's removed before even people can see it, you know?
Exactly.
And don't keep on texting. Go text the people. Because somebody's talking about, I'm in Kenya, and I have talked to the firstborn of Kenge, and I've told him to look for a lawyer, and I've told him to do this and this and this, and we're going to be seconding the guy, and do the... So you have spoken to him.
Yeah.
So what are you texting me now?
Exactly.
Leave it for him so as it can be like a surprise to us that now you are going for this one, you know?
Exactly.
So
Useless.
for you talking about now, I have texted him this way, I have told him this way, I've done this one to him, and I have advised everything you have narrated, and you have texted it. Don't you have a sense? And this the talk about the village folks we are talking about.
Exactly.
He doesn't understand what he's just talking about. If you're doing it secretly, and just contact him secretly. And I don't think the talk about the firstborn of Kenge can pick a phone right now.
He cannot.
He cannot pick any phone. So the only thing that you are doing, you are obsessing yourself.
Exactly.
You just cool down, wait for the things. And the
you
more
are trying to make things to
go worse. Yeah. And
because the way you force us, the way we adjust.
The more we excavate.
Exactly.
And the lineup is so much. Lineup is so much. And at least tell the people that we are not the people who brought this threat.
Exactly.
And no one has ever talked about this is the baby daddy to this.
Nobody.
Even
in any channel, nobody.
The only thing we are doing, these people only what is ongoing, people answer the questions themselves.
Yeah.
They talk about this equation, I can answer it this way, and this question, oh, but I've ever done this and this and this and this and this. And somebody going ahead talking about, people are talking about I'm the one. So confirm to them that I'm not the one. But you consume...
You know, in Kiswahili they do say that mwenye mavi hujishuku.
Yeah. If you know that you are diarrheaing, why are you saying that somebody is the smelling cat inside the house? And you know you are the one who is polluting maybe the environment.
Imagine.
And talking about now this person who is doing this and this and this. So, my friend, be prepared because things are coming outside here more vibrantly. Exactly. Yeah. So, you have another breaking news, man?
You know, and let me insert this. For them to use what you call money, because they are bribing people. And you have seen, we have one guy where Mayan has just exposed it, and he speak the truth. Where he was just bribed the money or lured money. Is it lured?
Being
lured money so that he can just expose that he's not the real father. Nobody have never speak about that. And why is he lured money and lured people money and they go and they just tell them go and make this or go and make this point? Why? Why can't he wait until the point all the decision given out?
Yeah. And the real fact is one. Let me tell you one thing. And this is how things are running right now.
Yeah.
Because The only issue, if you want to compromise with talk about the information, is you have to maybe bribe the party and make sure that it's the same way as politics.
Exactly.
And it's the same way Kenya was landed that way. And talk about this minority and majority. And people talk about, okay, the minority are many than majority. So let's buy some majority from the minority and bring them back to the majority so as we can be many, you know, and something like that. So the real fact is, one, they are now using such kind of a technique to make sure that they are compromising the statements, compromising the information, and gaining themselves. But the real fact is the same people are coming out. And we always talk about, we are going to frame this today, that we are going to be 2 amigos.
Exactly.
And no much of 3, nor 4, nor 5.
Exactly. Because, no more like, is it engagement or...
some people talk about, okay, again to Mugesi, can we join you so as we can redeem? But the same people we bring now, they're now becoming chaos.
Exactly.
And you saw what happened
when they be given something small, they
turn.
They turn.
And whenever they come now, they will be collecting some information now. Whenever you just give them the platform again. And the real fact is everyone gonna be sustaining him or herself with how the things are running. If we just talk about it's the pads one, talk about the pads or the sanitary pads, we are going to disburse them. We're going to be talking about I get this kind of a person and I get this one. So there was a lady who was telling me that she's going to be giving us some of the information. I don't know if she's on. I don't know if she's on. She told me that she's going to be coming. She's Queen nyabohanse. Because I talked about she's the only person I can talk about. She has the brain.
Exactly.
Of hello. How are you?
I'm fine.
Where are you right now?
I'm at home.
You are at home right now? So I'm at the fish pond right now. You talked about you have good information, or you are coming one-on-one, or you want to speak at the phone.
I don't want to speak at the phone and I'm busy right now. How can you?
Okay, maybe next time, right?
Lunch hours.
Lunch hours?
After lunch.
Okay, after lunch.
Utakuwa hapo?
I'll be available.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's the one, and she talked about there are some 2-3 things she has already been introduced into, and she's gonna be revealing out what is the thing, and we're gonna be updating you what is coming, because it's gonna be another video.
Exactly, and I think that is the only lady that has
strong mind.
Exactly.
Using the common denominator well.
Because she has a family too.
She has a family.
And she do understand herself.
Exactly.
And they're not such kind of that when I give you this something, I will jump to this, I will jump to this, I will jump to this. Even some people, they do say, they do sympathize with such kind of the people. And for the people who are watching and they have brain, when they have, it's like we call parasites.
Yeah, parasites.
You know, a parasite, you cannot trust a parasite.
You cannot.
And a parasite is not at one position. A parasite is jumping, is jumping.
From one position.
And you can never trust a parasite. How can you trust a parasite? That's let me give you this kind of the platform so that you can generate to the next generation, or you can improve to the next generation. You cannot.
And the people who are talking about, hey, it's gonna be coming back to you. Tell them we have already finished our site.
Exactly.
Because we have been searched. And they were laughing outside here. Talking about Gintis on a hide. You remember that time you were in? Everyone was about Gintis on a run. I guess he's jail already. And this and this and this. And I was about, hey, my people. During that time, it was hours and people were laughing. And people were texting me. Now it's your turn. And it's coming to you. And I was about, my friend, maybe you don't know what you're talking about.
You know, God never sleeps.
God never wears shorts.
Exactly.
And that's the fact. And also all about talk about the masubos, talk about the harness, talk about the marks, talk about the Sejuans. We are out of those people because even sometimes they not be talk about sometimes they don't have much of the information to put outside there. They're gonna be tarnishing.
They do pick from us.
They pick from us,
and they are not sure love.
Exactly, and also tarnishing people's name, talking about these people are jailed, Gint is on a run, and this and this and this, and the same people talk about if you don't have a content, talk about Gintu. Where are you? Can we have a content, my friend?
Yeah, and if you cannot reach us, just make a content, even go and dig.
Exactly, and you want only to have if this platform right now people are always going with the trending one, and this is the fact. Even the Nairobi teacher talked about it. The only thing that is trending, it's the one that can be on trend in nyabohanse. And nyabohanse is of telenovela. From this one will die after 1 or 2 weeks. Another one will be excavated. From that one, another one will be coming. You know?
And yesterday I went to Nairobi teacher where I think he was in his life, where I was having some small chat and my phone went off, where he was just asking about what happened into the village, and he was asking about Mogesi, do you go and report to the police the issue that the firstborn of Kenge was trying to intimidate? I went and report it, and the police. I didn't report at our home here, Castle, even not Sirari. But I report that issue in
the county,
not a county, but is a sub-county.
A sub-county?
Yeah. Yeah. And they managed to take those clips and the voice, and they told me that Mogesi just go home, and you and Ernesto go home, and in case of anything, we know how we are going to handle it, because we have the voice, we have the clips. Now we have write the statement. Just go home. Exactly. And the Nairobi teacher was trying maybe to ask, did you go and report such kind of the issue? And I manage.
Hello. So even people, they are talking about Mogesi. Are you sure that you reported the case? And some people are even going further, talking about can you produce the receipts that you went there? The only thing I can just say is
that is a secret. You know?
How can you now go and produce a receipt? And the real fact is there that you went there. So what the receipt is it that they want a receipt for what? Are they the ones that are the police?
I think they should have manners. Is it manners, or they should have sense?
And nobody has sent them to these channels.
Nobody has sent them. Nobody. And they have just started making some comment that Mogesi and Ernesto, you trying to get donations. Is there anybody who asked donation the other day that you were out from the village?
No one has ever asked for
Nobody
donations.
has ever asked for donations. So don't be forced or don't be foolish.
Not only that way. The same people are talking about you are just looking for them. They have never sent anything to anyone.
To support anyone.
They are just there.
And I think those are the people who always asking, those are the people from the Kenge member who are always asking for naked picture.
Exactly.
So that they can send money.
They can, and maybe they see that, hey, these people, you know, sometimes whenever it reaches at a point, now you see that these people cannot produce something to you. You think about, let me now do something for and to make sure they are there. Because somebody coming and talking about, we have reported your channels. Who has ever reported that we have been tarnished and everything like that? Who has ever talked about, have I ever, or have you ever seen a comment unto them that talking about you are doing this and this, it was wrong, I'm going to report your channel because you have done this and this and this. It's going to be very unconditional, and people are just being lured and being sold, and I'm just wondering with this kind of the people. Because you're coming and telling me that your channels are now going to be demonetized and this and this and this. Can you go ahead? Because Gindu is now known, and whenever I start another one, it's going to be booming again like the other one, maybe even becoming more worse. You know? And even becoming more worse, because everything is possible.
Everything is possible.
That the people who have a million followers, and the channels do sometimes to go. and they start it again. You know?
Exactly.
The only thing is one. So stop intimidating a person that you are just defending a person of 500,000 subscribers, of fraud subscribers, talking about now you can come to Gintu and intimidate Gintu because of this and this and this and this.
Actually, the point to drive home, if you cannot join us, leave us.
And also, the only one thing, these people, they thought about that, okay, Gintu now started a platform from the villa. Now I want him to stay there. And I want him to do what Kenge is talking about. I want them not to go anywhere. I want them to always praise. I want them always to kneel. I want them always to bear with the circumstances of there. And it was a Mickey Mouse. We shall not stay there. And also the people are just commenting. And some of them, these are the Kenyans. You are the Kenyans, I'm telling you. They're the Kenyans. And these are the Kenyans who sometimes they know the law. And they know how this law is. So they want to tarnish us. And they know defilement, defamation, and everything like that. And child molestation and everything. So this case that is ongoing right now, it's a very hard case.
It's a very hard
case. So they want now to talk about you people, we are going to do this, we are going to report your videos, we are going to report this. And even people talking about Gintu, we are going to report your channel because you are putting some people's face. The only thing is, go check any thumbnail, I'm there. I never forced anyone to do that one. I ever talked about, hey, maybe it's the one who talked about just give a selfie so that you can send it to me. I don't rub any picture. I don't.
And maybe to the point to drive home, have you forced anyone to come so that you can make with her video?
No one. Even a picture. All the pictures you see, Gintu and Kenge driver. It was willing. Gintu and the Didi uncle, willing. You see? And someone talking about you're using people's face. I'm there.
And why can't you talk about you use those girls' face? And the point to drive home, guys, they were having the channels. And after there, if you go and cover them the face, after there, you have covered them the face, and remember, they have the channels. After there, they will want shout out. How do you cover the face? And you have covered the face, they have their channels, they want shout out. How do you cover the face?
It's something that it's causing some terrible things. And I'm going to be saying that, you know, we have to bear with the circumstances. Let's not fall in something that we are not used up to. And all the people, there's a kind of a respect to everyone. And make sure that let's leave this kind of the things to run the way they want. Because the court has the details and everything for 8 months, even more than 11 months right now. And they have that kind of the information they collected, because people are talking about now you want to tarnish these people and you want to bring them down. I'm not the one. They brought themselves down. And the real fact is one, last year December my channel had not even monetized. Last year December I was still under the pressure of talk about the pressure of the demon. You know, remember?
I remember.
Even that the same time, I was I went to Nairobi to seek for the ornamental fish to come with them, and I stayed there for 2 weeks. You remember? And the people are talking about that one. I don't know how that case went. You know, I don't know who filmed. And let me give you a small synopsis. Yesterday, I met that boy who stole. You remember during the party?
I remember.
That boy who stole a GoPro. A GoPro.
To Cheriado.
Cheriado. And that boy he was there, and he was part of the program of cooking people. The cooks. And he was doing some 2-3 things during that time. And those are the people we are talking about. There were even small school children who were employed there,
and that is
to do
child labor.
And they were doing there, and they were to be paid per month. And it was
how much? Not only that they were cooking, but after, you know, they were there for cooking. In case of let me talk about mixing the parasite and the building, they were there. They were there, and they were paid per month 5,000.
5,000 Kenya shillings.
5,000.
Which is how much per day now? We can calculate that one.
That is like 150.
And if you want us to bring such kind of the people, the schools are closed.
Yeah.
We're gonna be even covering the face the way they need.
Exactly.
And the people should talk what they were doing.
And there is some video that they were even very tough, working until the night.
Even the night, exactly. And also they were intimidated.
Yeah.
Whenever you say that I'm very tired about this,
Yeah.
they were intimidated that my friend, if you don't want to work, go and I'll never pay you. I can bring them.
Exactly.
Because we have them. They have closed the school.
They have
I
closed
can
the
cover
school.
the face and the information will be coming out.
Exactly.
Let me calculate. 5,000 divided by
31. Let's talk.
30. It was 30.
Yeah.
18 to 18. So it's 166.
Per
$1 per day.
$1 per day.
$1 and some 5 cents. Imagine. $1 and some 5 cents. And that's what they are now talking about. You are paying people 5,000 per month, which is $1. And
that is child labor and child misuse.
it was there. And even they can confirm it.
Yeah. Even there is too much video on Gotumatata's channel.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember? It became a scandal of fuel,
Yeah.
oil, cooking oil. It brought some chaos there. Do you remember?
Yeah,
This kind of the boys were harassed to say who has took the cooking oil. Can you monitor?
not only the cooking oil, also there is sometimes was just
it busted.
and there is they were forced to make some contribution. So
Even
that
I
they can
contributed.
Yeah.
I contributed, and
Yeah.
I was not part of it. One of the boy came to me and told me, "Hey, Gintu, please, you know, I will not be paid at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Please, we have our thermos there,
Yeah.
and somebody has broke it. No one knows,
Yeah.
and we have been told that if we don't have to contribute the money, we
Yeah.
are going to be cut. Just imagine somebody
And
wants
guys,
to."
that is how the Kenga was used to. And I remember when we were used to work there, even when you miss one day, even me, there is a day I was very sick on my chest.
Yeah, it was like pneumonia attack.
Yeah. When I come the following day, he told me, Moges, you have to work for 1 week and I will, without payment, so that you can continue working and I will pay you.
Exactly. And that's what was going on. And the real fact is,
Yeah.
I can just remember that kind of, it is a hot, it's called like a hot thermos. The big one for talk about whenever you analyze something like a buffet,
Yeah.
the ones that you put some tea, the bigger ones,
Yeah.
the hot, the hot, like
Demos.
like a hot jerry cans,
Yeah.
the big one. So it costs like 6,000.
6,000.
Yeah, like 6,500 there. And I can just calculate and like 6,500. And you divide by, there were how many people there?
There were 11.
11 boys.
Yeah.
So everybody was to contribute 590.
Imagine.
Which is how many working days?
That is
4 working days.
Exactly.
So you come work very early in the morning, 8 you are there,
Yeah.
and until night, and even you are subjected to dancing again.
Exactly.
So it was something that it was very chaotic. So if people continue going on with such kind of the things, we're
Yeah.
going to be excavating things that could not be coming out.
Exactly.
And that's the real fact about it. So yesterday I spoke with that boy.
Yeah.
And he told me
Yeah.
that, you know what, there's a boy called AZ.
Yeah.
AZ, somebody donated him with a phone.
Exactly.
And AZ had another phone, and that phone, he took it and gave this young boy.
Yeah.
And that young boy told me that he was doing some videos, and one day,
Yeah.
they were sleeping together. That boy, AZ, talk about Kenge driver,
Yeah.
talk about Ian, so many, even Gake was there during that stuff of sleeping together in
Yeah.
one common room. And so one day, he woke up, somebody told the Kenge driver,
Yeah.
this boy has some of your videos.
Yeah.
And that boy told me, Kenge driver was harassing the boy.
Exactly.
Give me your phones. I want to
Exactly.
see what kind of the pictures you
I
have.
remember that time.
You remember?
I was using to mine sand at the river.
Exactly. And they
there
were
is
coming
a
there.
post to the kitchen
Yeah.
where the Kenge driver come to the kitchen and he was just calling that boy, harassing him
To
toward
river.
the river.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he took the phones.
Yeah.
And it was about, let me see this, what is inside here.
Yeah.
He searched all the files
Yeah.
from those phones.
Yeah.
And he never found anything.
Exactly.
So the boy was talking about, he was suspicious
Yeah.
about what he was doing was wrong. And the boy told me that what was going on. The boy is a little bit of a minor still. I cannot bring him onto the platform.
Exactly.
I was just doing my investigations to get the real fact on what was going on. So this guy knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
People could be recording. So he was looking for the information if it can be leaking.
Yeah.
But he never knew the leaking information had already linked already, because the person who linked the video was where he was and what he was doing at the same time.
Exactly.
You know? And also the parents had already done what? They had already reported it.
Yeah.
And that's how the things are running. So for him coming out, talking about Gintu is part of the program, for me to be jailed, I'm just sympathizing with you. Because even me, if I want to excavate, I can excavate so many. And this has been the habit since the childhood of this guy.
Exactly.
That's the fact. And no one can deny. He's a class 4 guy.
He's a
class 4 dropout. And since now you have dropped out of school standard 4, what do you want to do at the village?
It's maybe sometimes stealing.
Stealing is one. Talk about taking people's wife, number 2. Talk about engaging in illegal businesses, 3. Talk about smoking or doing this and unconditional circumstances, 4. Number 5, boda, which is the only thing that can bring something.
Exactly.
And that's why
number
6.
Number 6 is misuse of child.
Exactly, and that's
because
the fact.
He never learned to even to the far end where he know that there is
doesn't know
the rights,
the rights, the freedom.
Exactly.
And he doesn't know the messes of the girls.
Exactly.
He cannot calculate and talk about, okay, whenever a lady talk about, let me talk about this. You know, sometimes you can have a girlfriend and talks about, no, today it's no, I am not good.
Exactly.
He cannot understand that. What is goodness talking about?
Exactly.
He can talk about, you are now denying me, you are now denying me these things.
Well,
you know?
let's divorce.
Or I'll have to harass you that I have to, you know? And I ever brought some of the doctor one day, the day we were discussing some of the sanitary pads. He talked, one lady asked it, that what about how can you educate the men to know that sometimes these messes are coming with some crumbs? So if you have some crumbs, it means that they are always talk about demanding that you are my wife, you have to come with me, you know? I have to do this and this and this because you are my wife. Sometimes it doesn't differ. And I was about to, okay, so if these people are not understanding it, they're the same people to be addressed. Maybe they dropped out of school, they don't understand things, and maybe that's their habit, you know? And that's why we want to make sure that even our ladies are getting information and bringing in the guidance and counseling from the operating doctors who are satisfied with the government. Make sure that they're giving the ladies information on what is essential. And if they want to meet the boyfriend or their husbands, it's going to be this way. I was taught this way. I was taught this way. And they can elaborate it.
And that's why let me bring this to the platform because it do appear mostly into the channels where some of the full of in terms of people that are raising the intimidation in terms of comments. Where they always guys for always who support those guys to support the villagers that claiming that they are supporting the villagers don't support them because those are taking the advantage there. Those are the kind of the people who want such kind of the platform not to continue because they say that the village, because when the Kenge was just knowing that can people they can support someone or anything that into the village. Kenge never raised. And he was only just want for himself so that he can get only that support for himself. And we have just analyzed that one into the public and the people they are eager to support such kind of the people. And the people they are outside here talking about, no, those guys, they are scammers. I don't know what they are. What guys?
The only thing is one. You know, even these people, I'm sympathizing with them. And much of these people who are talking about they need a donation, maybe they're taking advantage of the ladies. They don't have kids.
They don't have kids.
They don't have kids.
And if they have kids, those are the ones that they are misusing.
They're going to be molested very much, and they're going to be coming to you. And we are trying to make sure that the ladies right now, it's a platform that's going on. Let our ladies go back to school, study, because they're going to be having another future. Right now in the village, we have a very big time come we stay marriages.
Exactly.
Come we stay is that one. Hey, are you ready? I'm ready. After 2-3 months, she comes back home.
Yeah.
And it has happened to Queen Nyabohanse.
Exactly.
And she's gonna be even revealing that one.
Yeah.
And the real fact is one that we want to make sure that even this lady can depend on herself.
Yeah.
Because let me ask you, right now a lady is a dropout of class 4, a dropout of Form 1, Form 2. What kind of a work can she do apart from going to a construction?
Maybe going to like things like washing people clothes and things like that.
He cannot even do.
Training.
He cannot even do in an M-Pesa.
He
cannot have even that kind of an idea.
He cannot.
You know.
She
So
cannot.
we are trying to get these ladies back to school so they can be supported, and from that support, they're gonna be depending on themselves. Already
Exactly,
they have been misused. Some of them have kids, so as they can cater for their kids after the school, and they can think. Even somebody, whenever now, even right now, whenever you are going to ask a work of cleaning, even in the county, even cleaning a hospital, you are asked your Form 4 certificate and an ID.
Exactly.
These girls right now, they don't have IDs, they don't have a certificate. The only one they have is a class 8.
Imagine.
And a class 8 right now, even a watchman, who is paid 6,000 a month,
to be having a Form 4.
A Form 4 certificate and an ID. So what are these ladies going to do? They're going to be goalkeepers.
Exactly.
And that's why we have this kind of a platform.
They are going to be like cheered every time.
And also being beaten. And this is the habit, we don't want it to prevail, of even beating some women at home because of, okay, she never learned. You are the one who is providing.
Let me bring this to the platform because sometimes I do sympathize with such kind of the people.
Yeah.
They got, people they got rewarded with small amount of money. They ready, we call them ready money.
Ready money, yeah.
And it is very small.
It is very small.
And they go with such kind of the decisions, not knowing that the future is coming.
The future is coming.
The future is coming. The future is usually beating such kind of the people.
And that's why I've got that platform, bringing the nurses, bringing the counseling and guiding person who can guide our ladies and tell them that tomorrow is another day.
Tomorrow is another day.
And don't think about today only, it's there. What about tomorrow?
Yeah.
This money, why can't you promise this person, go and invest this money? Tomorrow we use it fully the way we need.
Exactly.
And you want it to be used today. Tomorrow then you'll be begging for it.
And maybe sometimes I'm just going to ask from my heart. For the people who are just able to support such kind of the people we were earlier raising them to our channel so that they can get support. And after that, they were got rewarded with small amount of money so that they can turn us down.
Yeah.
Guys, let me request this. For the people who are just watching and they are our subscriber and they are our family, guys, it is from my heart to request. And if you will say that I have just narrating it in a bad way, you are going to forgive me, because in Swahili they do say that asha kumsama tusi.
Ishakumsima tusi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's team Kenge support now those ladies.
Exactly.
Whoever is just turning us, let's now Team Kenge supporting us. Support them. Because we cannot go with such kind of us. And anyone who will just be able to ask a question about us, just ask the Team Kenge. Now we are out of those such kind of they ready. Because
I have seen Anastasia. She's still at the villa.
Yeah.
And today is school time.
Yeah.
I don't know how the things are.
And I'll
going.
continue with the maybe sometimes.
Whenever I was passing from here, I saw her there at the villa. Yeah. And I was about, today is on Friday.
Yeah.
Why isn't she in school? Because people are in school late.
Yeah.
And I'm just confused. And people are talking about go and get the information from the school so as I can know what's ongoing.
Exactly.
And I want to be passing through this point, and I want to be getting the information from the teacher. You talked about she's in grade 4. Grade 4.
Yeah.
I want to be getting the real information, and I'll be posting to you, and it's going to be shh. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. You're going to be coming the next episode.
Exactly.
Which is
maybe the next what we are going to raise. So such kind of the people who are just raising the intimidation comments into our channels.
Yeah.
You are not knowing that we know what you really doing. Because they are the one that you do ask the naked picture for the ladies, for the men that do so that they can support them. And we are going to come with such kind of the narration where we'll be just narrating you and also shaming you. And the next point, it will be how Ayamaro was using me and some of the lady talking that I want to introduce you to be the models.
Exactly.
Do you remember?
I can remember that lady. A black one, tall a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's the same, the sister, the same sister to her
was beaten the feces come out.
Until the feces came out of something behind there.
Yeah.
And the father was very bitter that they were employed there to be used.
Exactly.
And they were lured via the security who were applied there, the G2S security, people who were misusing them, and also the people who were just on that platform. We're going to be giving you that kind of a response very, very soon because the schools have been closing and we want to get the real fact on what has been taking the shape.
Exactly.
And we're going to be commenting and getting the real fact about what is coming next. And to this platform, get tuned, keep it locked. We're going to be elaborating everything. And the stories about the lady, we are out.
Whoever will just ask, just connect to Team Kenge.
No. She has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They can just communicate with her and make sure that they are getting the information. And Tim Kenge will be helping her to go back to school because I have already withdrawn my services.
Exactly.
Even in nyabohanse, I only go there for food of chicken. Exactly. I don't even have, sometimes I go and meet the teachers, talk about, hey, did you get the opportunity? Okay, the schools are now closed, so follow up. I was about, no problem, I'm going to be giving you the response. I'm out.
And maybe if the person who will be able to support that kind of the ready, he's a parasite. He can pay the school fee and sometimes she will be able to jump from the school and leave the school.
I'm just wondering that the real parents now, they're talking about, Gintu might be, the money might be sent more to him, and so as he can take the money and not give it to us. And I'm just sympathizing with them because the time I talked about, let's have one channel broadcasting things, you might find now that the other people who are being sent, so as they can support, then they go, because they talk about Gintu is the one who is broadcasting it live.
Exactly.
So they cannot give me the information. So the mother is always crying because the day I went there, she was doing work. The day after I gave them money, she was talking about, no, I cannot go to Shamba again.
Imagine.
Because now the money is onto the pocket.
The money has already developed the ego.
Exactly. And now she talks about now, money will be coming today, you have 5,000. Tomorrow, somebody sent 10,000. Tomorrow, so they think that, okay, now this platform is... People wanted her to go back to school, not the person who talked about... thank you very much for the person who already talked about RNM, wherever you are. She talked about, I want to pay you money so as you can never go back to the construction. And I paid it to her. And I gave her and I told her that we are not going to, and she's going to be paying the money to you every month to make sure that we are not going to such kind of a place again. And now they are manipulating that the money going to be coming daily to them, that, okay, this, if it will be daily because the guy talked about 400 per day. So if you separate that money per day, you will be getting 400 daily.
Exactly.
But you ate it with one, was it 2 days? 2 days, the money was... I was about, no problem. And again, they were talking about, hey, there's no one has sent money there. I was about, what's the problem again? And let's fix the nation and fix whoever wants to be helped. We're going to be helping.
Exactly.
And whoever is misusing and misleading herself, we are out of that. And this is the only sign.
Exactly.
And also, to Amigos, it's done.
And this is the only channel that's raising the real truth.
Others are copying.
Exactly.
And getting the information from us so as we can just get the real information. And everything's coming to you live and it's one-on-one Santos Koginto. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Next episode.
Mia wena godano. Mia wena godano lolo. Mia wena godano. Mia wena godano lolo.
Wagwan.
If you just say you saw me, you are show me your swag. If you just say you saw me, you are show me your swag. Your swag. Your swag. You are show me your swag. Your swag. Your swag, you are show me your swag.
Onagodano, Mia wena godano lolo. Mia wena godano, Mia wena godano lolo.
If you just say just on me, you are show me your swag. Keep tuned. Watch the video until the end. Let's meet to the next
episode. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. Everything is coming to you live and it's one on one. Keep it tuned. Let's go. Wagwan.
Fantastic.
Wagwan.
I managed to get into the school so as I can just check on Anastasia's report on what's ongoing into the school, and I met with the teachers here. I went to the staff room so as I can talk 2-3 things to the class teacher, and I just got in and I found it was a staff room onto this position, and the teachers were around, but much of them were female. And I just greeted them muchly. You have to honor their dignity. I just got my hat off the head so as I can just speak to them a little bit and greet them good way, and also as I can just ask the question, because these are our teachers, not only that I learned into this school, but you have to honor them. So I just went forward so as I can just ask who is the class teacher of grade 4, because yesterday we were talking about grade 4, and I was told that the teacher is available. Then I just spoke to one of the gentlemen besides here, who was the class teacher of standard 4, but I asked about the name and asked him about the second name. I talked about she's called Anastasia Nyansui. Then he told me that she's not in grade 4, she's in grade 5, and that's how the information was. And the teacher was talking about she's always coming to school, but sometimes she doesn't come, doesn't know what's the problem. And I asked about the exam. He talked about he has done some exam, but today also she has not gone back to school. And the teacher was not much, because he was not the class teacher of standard 5 again. So I was asking the standard 5 teacher, and I told me that the teacher is no longer available. So I had to know that maybe he doesn't have appropriate message, but he told me he's in grade 5. So we have to bear with the circumstances that he's in grade 5, and everything gonna be very fantastic coming out from this session. I'm gonna be updating you what is coming next, because this is how we just make sure that we're excavating and knowing what's the real information. And I talked about that sometimes you're going to be missing the school due to some conditional that may be there. Sometimes you talked about there is maybe a burial ceremony somewhere around side the neighbors, and that's how the things went. And we just concluded, and I left the school that way.